All right, guys. So a lot has happened since my last video. First of all, I got braces in, so I'm talking with a lisp. But anyway, so we've had the Iran war. That concluded very quickly. Gold came down, oil came down. I mean, there wasn't that much of a rise, so the fall was not. I expected it to be worse, but we're already. I don't want to say we're recovering, but gold is basically going sideways. Now, for me, the support is this ascending over here. If we come and lose our last low, 3290, we should have decent support here. We've got another horizontal, but more importantly, this ascending, which is pretty credible. So this credible ascending should be good support. I don't mind if gold comes down because the miners are not coming down that much. And for me, it's like best case scenario. Honestly, gold coming down and miners going sideways or even up. And with silver, it's even better. Oh my God, saying silver. Silver, look at that. Outperforming, got great support down here, just around 35.5. Good support in case we lose it. Well, it could come down more. We've got loads of support, gold and silver. But so far, look at that close. Better than the last 3, 4 days, you could say. One big move and we're back up testing 37, which honestly could happen tomorrow, especially because we've got the DXY absolutely with the worst close ever. This is a triple bottom flush. And for now, we have to start looking below. Now, I've got 95-ish. We're not going to go to one straight go. We'll stop off probably every unit, 97, 96. I don't see much in 96. 97 something small, but really 95 should be your first decent level of support. Now, if you've got a drop like that, and to be honest, you can see the coinciding levels of resistance if we go up with the Euro US dollar, which is the biggest weight in the DXY. Look at that. That's like a magnet to 120. So I can see, dollar going down, euro going up. Our US dollar would come back down around 140 against the Japanese yen, etc., etc. But the point is the DXY looks horrible, and that should help commodities across the board. So also platinum and palladium looking great. A new 52-week high. Is it 52 weeks? You know what I mean? That looks like it just wants to go up to the next level, which to me is 1,500. So platinum looks good, even though it's had like a meteoric move. It's just been holding. It didn't sort of retrace much, a little bit here, but that looks good. That's really trading very well inversely to the dollar, palladium, etc., etc. Everything except oil, maybe. But so yeah, DXY down, commodities up, gold sort of sideways. I don't think it's come down too much given what happened, the quick resolution in the war. Silver really good, all things considered. Now the miners, let's start off with GDX. I think they're doing well. They've finally filled their gap, right? That's always healthy. So that came down a bit with gold. GDX gap filled perfectly, touched it and then closed decently. Today, more sideways action. That's good. I think sideways and then up. We haven't lost the ascending support. We've got loads of support anyway. And to be honest, some of my miners are doing really well, outperforming the ETS as usual. GDXJ, that filled the gap just like GDX. Looking okay. Let's see if we can have another move up. Do we need gold to do that? Maybe with some of the ETFs, but the silver ETFs, let's look at SilJ, why not? That's good. Filled the gap. Pretty decent. Another green day. SIL. So it's kind of sideways and like healthy sideways, gap filled, more than gap filled, but then it sort of bounced very nicely. So the miners are decent. Let's look at individual miners then. The portfolio. Newmont's been one of the strongest. I can get rid of this and even this. I mean, Newmont has just been holding, consolidating sideways at its highs, like around 58. So it touched 60. That was nice, back down. But Newmont is really outperforming. So very happy with that. Given that gold's come down quite a bit, can't tell really with looking at Newmont. Barrick Gold, that's pretty good. I can get rid of this one now. Go on resistance. I mean, there's such buys on the dip. I want them to come down more. I haven't actually bought any. I haven't added to any. I added to some silver stocks yesterday, I think it was, but gold stocks not added to them yet. I'm actually looking at juniors. I'll make another video on that. I dumped my juniors like 2 years ago or something. Happiest day of my life. No regrets. A lot of them have gone sort of down. Some of them have gone up though. So Anyway, that'll be for another time, but I started to really look at juniors. Haven't bought any of those so far. Agnico, that's doing well. That came down more than I thought, filled its own gap. Sideways looking for a breakout if gold starts to rise. But it's really about the dollar. If the dollar comes down, does gold go up? Because gold's had a massive move. It makes sense if it comes down, sort of recovers a bit. And I can even imagine gold going down with the dollar going down, which we've seen from the fear trade being over, right? The day that the Iran war, what was it, 12-day war was announced over, you saw the dollar and gold go down. That makes sense because it's sort of risk on. But overall, dollar down, gold up remains the trend. I want to see if the DXY starts to really flush. Does gold go back up? And I think silver will start to take out 37.5 and run to the 40s. But Agnico, that looks good. If it comes down, good support. Obviously, it's probably the best senior miner in the world. If it goes up, then it breaks out before gold does. So everything good there. Pan American Silver, that's good. Didn't fill its gap, but that kind of makes sense because that's quite a way down. I'd love it to, I'd add. But so far, it looks a bit like silver, one big candle away from new highs. That would do it before silver. Wheaton, yeah, came down back to its support level, held. Basically, they all held their first level of support. I think that's pretty good. So that's another one or maybe two candles away from a new high. Franco Nevada came down more than I thought. Ah, yes, I added that one just because it came down more. I added to it today there. I wish I bought it a bit lower, but there's no difference. So that looks like it's pretty close to selling support. That's why I bought it. Metalla. Now that had a crazy, I don't even know if there's any news today, but that surprises me recently. That's had a bit, this move up here. I think it was when others weren't doing it. It retraced a bit lower than others at the time of the retracement. Then today, just basically touching four. If we have any continuation in Metalla or the sector, Metalla should follow. And then finally, I mean, I knew this day would come. I just thought that others would be way higher, but Metalla's done all right. I'd say it's even outperformed the last sort of 1 or 2 months. That's a guess. But yeah, it looks like we'll, 1 or 2 days from closing at, new 52-week highs, 410, 411, and then up we go to uncharted territory, sort of recent uncharted territory. So Metalla looks good. Still holding that, of course. I trimmed at 389 today, I think it was. Well, whatever. That's kind of where it settled. But that looks good for continuation. I'll probably just keep trimming on the way up that one because I still think it won't. I still think it's the proceeds are better elsewhere. Next, Aris Mining. That one, this one I wanted to add to because as I read up on it more and more, even though I sort of held it for like 2 years or something, I feel convinced that even though it's had a really strong steep move up, it's destined for greater things and it'll probably outperform a lot as it's done recently. But look at that recovery there. It lost its ascending, but look at that bounce. And then today, like perfect candle, basically the second best close in the last 52 weeks. A small day tomorrow and it's already closing above seven and up we go to I don't even know what number because the chart is just weird, like in a good way. So that is a hold for me. I've trimmed enough on the way. I'm just gonna hold. And I think the next sell, if I can resist it, maybe $10, just below 10. We'll see. But that's super strong. That could be actually the best miner at the moment. I am gold. Okay, it's quite a way away from its 52-week high. So for me, this is the level you want to start closing above, and the next day it'll probably run to 840. So let's see if we can close above 780. Maybe that's one very good day away, or at least 1 or 2 decent days. Equinox, yes, I added this one, sorry, for the same reason as Franco Nevada. It started to come close to its long-term ascending support. Look how credible this one is. One, two, three, four. And it would have been a five. And I just thought, and it was here. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, actually. But yeah, five, mid 580s. That's where it would have been. I mean, this is your very strong level of support, but just in case it doesn't make it, because I'm starting to see the DXY flush. I think, you know what? What if we bounce from here? And this will go to $10 like in a couple of months, at least. So I don't want to miss my ad just for like 20 cents max. So that was a nice ad. B2 gold, that's okay. Another one that sort of went back to its level of support. They all did. Pretty much most of them did this sort of thing, you know. They just came down to their first level of support, held it, and they're just waiting for the green light to go back up. So that's also good. SBSW, that especially with palladium, platinum, you know, all the other metals doing well with the DXY going down. This one could really rise, even though it's already had a super rise. This one I can imagine going straight past 8 real fast and basically testing just below 10. I got this level here. I think it's 979, my next sell. Gonna start putting in these little extra levels. They move fast now. All right, now silver stocks, and I am fully loaded on silver stocks. At least I can always add more. I've got lots on the sidelines, but for me, basically 4K is the amount I allocate to the silver stocks I own. That's what I call a heavy holding. Don't have too much in each one, but for yeah, so here we are. First Majestic came down, held. This gap fill is maybe asking too much. If silver runs and it looks good, this will run, this will squeeze double digits real fast, this one I can imagine. So not waiting for this gap fill potential. I'm just yeah, I'm loaded for now. This looks good. And it was doing strong here, outperforming the others. So we're looking for that sort of, I'm gonna say 850 close now actually, even 860. Let's be honest, it's really there, the level of resistance. One good day away from doing that. So First Majestic looks good. Fortuna. Ah, yes, this one I added because it retraced way more. First Majestic I didn't add actually. Fortuna I did because it came down below its first level of support. I mean, this is your real level of very strong support, in my opinion, around $6, maybe even just below. Probably won't get there because I don't see silver flushing unless you have silver going down with the markets, the industrial side, or the dollar just doing a strong reversal and taking out the metals and commodities. I don't know, but for me, the silver squeeze took a pause and it didn't even drop that much. So, you know, Fortuna coming down, I don't even know why. Maybe there was news, maybe not, because there's one or two like this. So yeah, I added that one. I think I made a video when I added this one anyway. But this looks good. I mean, it's not the strongest stock looking at the chart, but it's gonna rise a lot. You know, if we have silver breaking out, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to move, you know, almost 20%, and it's gonna have to make new highs, so it will be 20%. So that'll be a great return in like 2 or 3 good days, I reckon. So that looks good. CDE, wanted to add to this one, but it's still worth way too much. Didn't. This is a retrace back to its descending. You can see it broke out at that. I mean, it already broke out several levels, kept going. That was good news behind it. And here it's sort of holding this, you know, back test of the descending. 1 or 2 good days away from taking out 970, and off we go right past 10. This is gonna continue to impress me. This one, my favorite stock, maybe still Heckler. This one came down like Fortuna. This one I added. Oh, look at that yesterday. I don't even think I bought that. When did I buy this one, Heckler? I forgot when. But yeah, around this level, below 580, I'm quite sure. But that again, you know, like Fortuna just probably needs 3 days, 3 good days. But this is another cult stock that just rises when silver does. That's 20% just to get there. And it should run way more if silver squeezes like 40 or $41 silver price. I'm sorry, but you have to be above 770, and that's a huge move. And it's almost guaranteed. You know, this is a silver like 30% for something that I give I don't know, 80% chance of happening in a couple of weeks, in the next couple of weeks. Could even happen in a couple of days. So that's beautiful. EXK, and actually Heckler, last thing. Look how close it came to its ascending, you know, bit like Fortuna. EXK didn't come down too much, looking good. That's a hold. That's actually worth quite a lot still. It's always, its value just increases so much as it moves up. This one always surprised me. So that's a hold. That will take out, you know, 515 on just one good day of silver, probably. If silver squeezes 40, this one's like running to 6 very fast. Mag silver, very, very strong also. Look at that close. Perfect candle day. Even though it's only at 1%, it's like open at low, close at high. If silver has a green day, this is having a new 52-week high close. Boom, boom, close above 22 and then runs to, wow, to 24. That would be, that's the last level before Wait, before what? Before the unknown. Ah, beautiful. And then I think it's takeover by Pan America, and then it's just beautiful. All right, that's it. So gold obviously has just been going sideways for a couple of, I don't know, is it weeks? Feels like it. Yeah, but bullish sideways, holding, not losing any critical support. And with the dollar about to go down, this could easily go test 3,400. And if we close above 3,400, taking out this little 3,450, that's a triple top breakout. That rarely holds. Like resistance will it'd be very improbable that resistance holds. It will just take it down. As soon as you take out this, with the dollar going down and the war over, I mean, you're destined for new highs. So that'd be great. But the good news is, even if gold goes sideways and even if it flushes, I feel like silver is outperforming. Like silver could just go sideways. Its rally is just stalled and it could come down. It could even retest 34, even just below 34. But it's like it wants to go up and it's just waiting for gold to recover. But it's if gold doesn't go down, silver will probably go up anyway and just squeeze. So I think things look great. I'm like one decent day away from new all-time highs in my portfolio, and it's just been going up and up and up constantly. So that's just very exciting stuff. So I'm loaded. Silver stocks, gold stocks are still kind of worth almost maximum. Got good sidelines. All is good, and we've got peace, relative peace. So we're good. Let's see what happens. Good luck.